Back across the blue line. Chopped off his stick as McKenzie gets a touch on it. Now Abbott wrestles for it, and they push him away from it, and back up along the near boards it comes. Abbott back out of the corner as Levo going to the net. Scores! Spencer Abbott making 4 in a row.
Well, you got to be good to be lucky and lucky to be good. And Spencer Abbott trying to hit Josh Levo going to the net. Gets his puck redirected off the stick of Patrick Nemeth past the goaltender, and the Marlies open the scoring. And Nemeth shoots the puck to try and get it up the wall, and then he comes back and he's trying to make, he's trying to get his stick on the play, chip it wide, and he puts it right past his goaltender as he comes across, as he thinks Levo is going to end up with the puck on his stick. And I believe it's Spencer Abbott who's going to get credited with this goal as it goes off the defenseman for the Texas Stars. And the Marlies grab the early lead here in the pivotal Game 5.
We have said that in every game. Back across the... Picking it up, Travis Moore takes the shot on McIntyre, rebound, and McIntyre crashed into, picked up by the Marlies, and Carter Ashton moves it back the other way as TJ Brennan leaves it back. Ashton shoots, and it's a stop by Nilstorp. Ashton gets it back in the corner. Looking back up high, finds Marshall. He fires one out front, turning around off the post from Trevor Smith. Here's Carrick now. Picking it up.
McIntyre gets banged into earlier on in that shift, but he makes a save and gets the whistle. But a little bit earlier on this shift, the shot comes, it hits the skate right there of Trevor Smith, and then he turns from a bad angle, and he rushed himself, and I think he had a little more time, and if he would have taken his time, I'm sure he would have realized that he probably could have put it in that open net as the goaltender was kind of down and out. Nilstorp lost his balance and got the paddle down, but if he could see that he had that extra time, I think he might have been able to put it in that empty net. McIntyre.
Puck. Finally, Carrick knocks it down with his hand, but it still stays in the zone. The pass outside. D'Amigo back on the ice. Cuts in behind the man. Set it up too high, and it pops off the boards. And back for the puck. Finally is right there.
Well, Jared D'Amigo had gotten hurt, killing a penalty, blocking a shot. He comes back on the ice, and he shows a real good burst of speed as he gets that loose puck, gets past Yoki Paka, and he pulls from his backhand to his forehand across in front of the goaltender, Nilstorp, but he chips it high and up over the...
is right there. Picks it up, and I hang on to it in the corner and then get it out. Meach tries to keep it in and does with the second effort, but Kenny Ryan steps in the middle of this one. Here comes Kenny Ryan on the forehand, the backhand, and it's stopped by Nilstorp. Kenny Ryan shorthanded, raced down the ice, 2 seconds left to go in the penalty to Carter Ashton.
Well, Kenny Ryan continues to impress. Yeah, he's a fourth line guy, the energy guy, but he's an integral part of their penalty killing for this hockey club. And he's got that terrific speed that if you give him chances, he's going to make you pay. And him and D'Amigo and Kozin, all three of those guys, anytime they get the puck, when they've got chances, when they're shorthanded, they're going to make opportunities and try and get the shorthanded goal.
Picks it up. Trying to cycle this one back out of the corner with a little extra effort. Comes back to the blue line. Shot by Gotts, and that one sounded like it hit a target. Back out front it comes again. McIntyre scrambles, covers it up. Drew McIntyre makes another great save. Down goes Brad Ross in a heap.
Well, Brett Ritchie takes him down, and that's a play where I don't know if Ross is trying to maybe draw a penalty on the play, but this is a chance where the Marlies, I think, get a little lucky here. This is a shot pass, from the blue line, and Ritchie has got the opportunity, and I think he just whiffs on this shot. A nice little shot pass. He doesn't get as much on as he would have liked, and then Brad Ross is going to come in and take Ritchie, and again, Gauntz with that pass, and I think it might have skipped a little bit before it got to him, and he didn't get good wood on it whatsoever, and then the youngster Ritchie uses his strength there and puts Brad Ross down, and Ritchie's been a handful for the defense.
Off a skate, now here come the Stars with 3 Marlies trapped, but they're going to have to get some fresh bodies on the ice as Henderson gets around behind the net. Henderson sends it back up high. Meach lets one fly. That goes off a boot. Looking in, scores! And that one gets in the back of the net courtesy Scott Glennie. And that is a hard one for the Marlies to take after having a 5-on-3 for a long time and giving one up at the other end.
Yeah, minute 22-second 5-on-3. They kill it off to the Texas Stars. And this is a play off the bench. And, you know, one guy exchanges, the shot's blocked from the blue line off the stick of Meach. And off the bench comes Glennie, and he picks up that loose puck, and he wrists it past Drew McIntyre on the short side, his 4th goal of the playoffs. And just like that, it's a 1-1 hockey game, and you see chances at one end, and they don't get the opportunities they would have liked. 5-on-3.
Off a skate now here. The Marlies now on the power play. Morin takes a chance. Abbott up ice. This one along for Josh Levo. He's got Smith. Levo takes the shot, and it got by Nilstorp, but he reached back and covered it up.
He was feeling that it was going to go through him, so he scrambles back very quickly. I don't know if it was going to get by him or not, but he's looking up to see if he can get the replay. But Peter Holland with the long outlet pass as Levo comes off the bench, and he uses some quick speed right there, fires that wrist shot trying to go 5-hole on Nilstorp. Nilstorp way out of the net there to cut the angle down.
The Marlies now played right back out by Brad Ross. He got a bit of a spin on it to deaden it.
Little English.
Back come the Stars again. Stronsky, the shot, picked up, rebound, goal. And the Stars up 2-1. An important goal with under 11 minutes to play.
Well, Taylor Peters goes to the net. The long shot by Stransky, and it goes off that right-left pad of the goaltender. Stronsky fires it, and the save by McIntyre, but the rebound comes straight back out. And jumping on that loose puck and the little backhander past McIntyre by Taylor Peters, his first goal of the Calder Cup playoffs in just his 5th game. He was injected into game number 2 for the Stars after Marlies won game 1. And that 4th line has been really good for this Texas Stars club. And they get a big goal for their club again here today.
Along the near boards, Mueller back across the line. Henderson gets after it, sends it back out front. And Drew McIntyre scoops that one up.
Well, this is a huge, huge save by Drew McIntyre. And, you know, right away after giving up the lead, the Marlies, you know, being first on the puck, the Texas Stars, and Henderson with a terrific pass out front to Mueller, and Mueller tries to chip it past McIntyre, and this is a big-time save. And right on the doorstep as he throws that left hand up there, does Drew McIntyre, and absolutely robs Mueller as he can't believe what happened. He thought he had McIntyre beat, and Johnny on the spot for sure by McIntyre is now 31-15 shots in favor of the Texas Stars.
Played right back out. It's an edge to the near boards. Played back down the ice. Percy's back. Moore moves it along to Ramford. Ramford looks in, shoots, and Drew McIntyre the save. It's an edge.
Hopefully get an opportunity.
Here's TJ Brennan. McIntyre ready. Moving it along, Levo. There goes McIntyre, but Nilstorp gets a hold of it. Plays it back up the wall. Trying to get to it, Levo. Shakes loose, and it's put back outside of the zone as D'Amigo turns on it. Finding it, Brennan hammers it down deep along the far wall, trying to get back on side. The Marlies weren't able to do it. Less than 30 seconds to play. Henderson hammers one wide of the mark. Mueller picks it up from there, cuts back in, and a save by TJ Brennan as Mueller cuts to the net with less than 20 seconds to go. Drew McIntyre will come back on.
Yeah, textbook game here for the Texas Stars, and it's interesting. You know, Henderson tries to go for the open net. He just misses. And then TJ Brennan forced to make a save right there off the stick of Mueller. But this Stars team, you know, they did the same thing in the last round against Grand Rapids. They won their first 2 home games. Then it's the 3 games in Grand Rapids. They lost the first 2, and then game 5, they win 3-2 and hopefully get an opportunity.
Waiting for the drop here. Knocked to the boards. Brennan lifts it back the other way. Cutting it off is Nemeth. Smith chops at that one, brings it across the blue line. Abbott picks it up, goes cross ice. Turning on it is Holland, looking for somebody, anybody. Stuart Percy flips one toward the net, and this one off into the corner, and this game is over. Josh Levo taking some exception at the end of this one. And Levo starts throwing it.
Well, here we got something going on in front of the net, too. Brennan started it with Oleksiak, gives him the shot. Now Brennan and McKenzie are going at it. And, cooler heads better prevail here, because you're looking at suspensions if you start something once the game is concluded here, especially when you've got everybody piling onto the ice. And I think that's going to transpire here as the Texas Stars, a well-earned victory here on Toronto Marlies' home ice, as they escape and head back to Texas with a 3-2 lead here in the Western Conference Final. And boy, oh boy, they put on a little bit of a clinic here today on how to skate and check and keep another team from getting any opportunities offensively.
And when you look at it, Bob, we talked about that first goal, Spencer Abbott. That is really on Patrick Nemeth. He got the stick on that, knocked it in his own net. Aside from that, you could almost say the Stars had all the goals here.
Well, you're right about that. They really played well. Nilstorp didn't get challenged very often, obviously. His own player, as you said, deflected it by him for the first goal of the game. And after that, he doesn't allow anything but, just 17 more shots after that first goal against the Toronto Marlies. So